And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GeekWatch, a subsidiary of the monastery, the open bar of the internet. I am your one and only gaming monk, better known as Mildra, and with me I have 1, 2, 3 good brothers. Ha 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 ha. We have the recovering Cowboys fan and the man of 1,000 magical girls, good brother Cure. We have the living stack of comics and the Watch's evil eye of Sauron, good brother Doku. And we have the CEO of Zedari Enterprises and the man of 1,000 runes, good brother Xana. How are we doing tonight?
Xeon did nothing wrong.
Oh, those words. Oh man, you already started with controversy. No.
Well, if you want to get technical, he didn't, because he's dead.
That's true.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Doku meant the principality.
Oh, you should have said that. Now, if we want to talk about the zombies,
Light them all on fire, except for Garma. Garma really did nothing wrong. It was just, as Char said, blame the circumstances of your birth.
Mm-hmm. So, I like giant robots. You like giant robots, and what I love more about, and what I love just as much is giant robots in role-playing games. And this, because I have been flying the flag of Mekton Zeta for fucking years. To the point where I have gotten into fights between whether Heavy Gear or Mekton Zeta is a better game. And truth be told, if I have to pick between the two, I'm going with Mekton for one simple reason: Heavy Gear is too associated with its setting. Mekton has a setting per se, but it has a setting the same way D&D has a setting. If you guys catch my drift.
It's pretty general. I mean, just looking at Mekton Zeta's art there, you can see both what looks to be very inspired Valkyries from Macross with monocular heads from, the Zaku line of eternal memeage.
Yeah. And that's don't get me wrong, I like Heavy Gear. I like the Silhouette system. Although when it comes to the Silhouette system, I think Jovian Chronicles is better than Heavy Gear. I kind of liked the video game version, even if it was a poor man's Mech Warrior. I kind of enjoyed the Heavy Gear cartoon. Kinda. It wasn't as bad as the BattleTech one. Yeah, I'm stretching it. Look, early days of CG were the Wild West. And I know some people will always bring up reboots, to which I say, okay, aside from Reboot and Beast Wars, who else got it right?
Code Lyoko.
That wouldn't be for a few years.
I still consider it as part of that Wild West era. Near the end, when they kind of knew what they were doing, but Code Lyoko got it right.
As long as we don't bring up Animorphs, I'm okay.
What?
I would rather not talk about the Animorphs TV series. I'm in a good mood right now.
You mean a book series with no associated TV series to speak of whatsoever? I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go.
I literally have no idea on what you guys are talking about, and I'm glad I do.
Yeah, you should be very thankful that you don't.
In this case, ignorance really is bliss.
Yeah, but for Vero, I see what you posted in Twitch, and what did I just say?
All right. Who's getting the rolled-up newspaper?
But anyway, back to the main reason why I have a soft spot for Mekton, I think why Mekton ended up getting a longer shelf life, is the fact that it's a lot more flexible. Heavy Gear is aiming for a very specific style of mech, the more Votom's style of things. And while there's nothing wrong with that, not all mechs are created equal. And Neptune saying, didn't the Johnny Quest reboot use CGI in cyberspace? Yeah, it did. It wasn't very good. But when it comes to something like Mekton, if you want to go with the stompy end of things, you can. If you want to go with the spiky end of things, you can. It is kind of funny that it refers to its setting as the anime world, which is one of those things you kind of have to cringe about because of the fact that Mekton Zeta came out in 1995. So
Just when all the other Japanese TT RPGs were coming over.
Yeah, that's when it really started, and our Talsorian Games was at the forefront with it. Between both this and Teenagers from Outer Space. But the thing is, there are certain bits of writing that is really easy to cringe at in hindsight. Is what I'm saying. But because it's an our Talsorian game, that means we have a Lifepath system. And that's what brings us here this week. We are going, much like we did with Cyberpunk 2020, and we'll probably do again with Cyberpunk Red, although don't expect that until the summer at the earliest. It's not that I already have Cyberpunk Red, it's more of I don't want to jump back into that just yet.
Variety, 'tis the spice of life.
Yes. And he who controls the spice controls the universe.
But the spice must flow.
Anyway, we are going to be doing a similar thing with the Lifepath tables, but we're doing it twofold. The first half of it will be us doing the Lifepath table for the pilot. The other half will be using the TG mech creator, because TG gets shit done. And that's how we're going to be creating the mechs. And because of the... And we'll be, for the sake of consistency, because the mech creator from TG has two varieties, a modern and future version, and a steam/early diesel type, we will be using the first of those two. And fortunately, all that we need for all this is just a couple D10s and a D4. So let's go down the list. Oh, Kiera, as the new guy, you get first crack.
Oh boy!
Because you're at because the names are in alphabetical order and you start with a C.
Oh, God.
So the first step on the table is money and family. So roll me a D10.
3.
3. So laborer / lower middle class.
Okay.
Wait a minute, half of the Americas?
Which means your starting funds would be 400 yen. All right. Family situation. Roll D10.
5.
Parents are alive and well.
Yay!
All right.
Now that I think about it, at 400 yen, you're not half of America. You're half of China.
No.
Oh, boo.
Family standing. Roll again.
4.
Family status is good, even if parents are missing or dead. All right. Let me go to E. Okay, siblings. Roll.
D10.
Unless I say otherwise, assume you're rolling D10.
1.
You have one sibling. So now roll for gender and so you can figure whether or not they're a male or whether or not they're male or female.
7.
Okay. You have a brother.
I find it's oddly convenient considering my family status right now.
Anyway, roll for their relative age.
1.
You have an older brother. And roll for his feelings about you.
8.
Hero worship. Your older brother hero worships you.
Ooh.
Okay, now for F for friends. Roll me a D6.
You lied. You said there would only be D10s and D4s.
I lied by omission.
4.
Scoundrel.
Okay, you have 4 friends. All right then. So for the first one, roll D10 again.
8.
All right. First friend is male. All right. Roll again for a relationship.
3.
Someone who grew up with you. All right. Roll for the second friend.
9.
Second friend is female. And roll for relationship.
5.
A teacher. All right. Roll for the third friend.
1.
Another female friend. And for relationship.
8.
Foster parent. And roll for the last friend.
5.
That's 4 friends, and only one of them is a guy.
I've seen this anime before.
What? Am I the harem anime?
You said it, not me. Roll for
I'm not
relationship.
wrong.
Don't worry, Kira. Back in the Cyberpunk 2020 Lifepath, I had a character that we created who had only one younger brother and a bunch of sisters who all hero worshipped him. We've seen that harem anime too.
Oh God! Can we move on? We're getting off the rails again. It's my fault. I take full responsibility.
No. Anyway, number.
Fine.
Another teacher.
2 female teachers and a female foster parent and an older brother that hero worships him.
And a friend he grew up with.
Oh boy. I've definitely seen this anime before.
Well,
guys, rails.
Cure. Leave the rails thing to me. This is par for the course.
part of the insanity that is the Lifepath generation.
Yes. All right. Now for enemies. Roll a d10 and tell me if you got a 10 or not.
7.
Okay, you managed to skip this step. You don't have an enemy. All right. Now for romantic life. Roll d10.
6.
You are uninvolved. Which means so. Given your friends, I wonder how long that's going to last. So on the prowl, which is, you may have not found the right person yet, but that doesn't mean you can't keep looking. Roll d10.
4.
Waiting for the right one. Let's hope this doesn't end up being you waiting for Godot.
I get it.
All right. Now for physical and personality traits. You're going to be rolling d10 for all of these, and this is going to sound a bit familiar.
Okay.
Oh God! Oh no! Not again!
All right. All right, let's go. Hair color.
7.
You have orange hair.
Anime hair colors.
Hairstyle.
2.
Long and straight. Eye color.
8.
Gold.
Now the anime. Orange hair, gold eyes. There's the anime.
All right, personality traits.
9.
Sneaky and deceptive.
I got one clear picture of that in my head right now.
It's Maximilian Pegasus with orange hair.
God damn it! God damn it! That's not who I'm thinking of.
Thing
But
you
now it
value
is.
most is...
Huh?
Roll.
8.
Power.
Oh. Okay, now you're right, Jana.
Maximilian Pegasus, everybody. A gold eye, and well, he dyed his hair orange.
Okay. Okay, most valued possession.
1.
All right. A weapon.
Values power, sneaky and deceptive. Most valued possession is a weapon. Please. It's all Pegasus.
Person you value most.
2.
a brother or sister.
Okay. I swear to God,
Yes.
I swear to God, Zeta, I will literally go over there and fight swap you.
Oh,
This is too perfect. I love it.
don't threaten me with a good time, Kaiba boy.
God damn it! Okay. Now I'm curious. Who would have to deal with him last time? If it's soundtracks, I swear to God.
Wait, what?
Who had to deal with him last time?
Idiots. Welcome to the insanity cure.
Last time it was good brother Aaron.
Oh! Oh, God damn it!
All right. Now for the matter of your mech.
They're always
All right. Now for these, you're going to be rolling D100. So 2 D10s. One's the 10s. One's the 1s.
Okay.
So
Which one you want?
So first off, let's roll for type.
Okay. Wait, that's a D10 or a D100?
D100.
Oh, whoops. 100.
You're in a support mech. So remove 1d4 minus 1 secondary mounts. Main mounts roll on support equipment instead of weaponry. So roll me 1d4 minus 1.
1, but minus 1, that's squat.
Nope, minimum 1. You can't roll a 0, much like you can't divide by 0.
3 minus 1, that's 2.
Okay, you remove 2 secondary mounts. All right, size. Roll D100.
48.
So you are medium-sized.
For comparison's sake, what is a medium-sized robot in this generator?
Doesn't say, but the size ranges are exoskeleton, small, medium, large, and huge.
Considering it came from TG, it's probably going off of some of the measurements from most likely Super Robot Wars sizes. So I would say that medium's probably about the size of a Gundam or a Gaukai car.
Yay.
That was my guess.
So you're probably looking at like 10 to 13 meters.
19 to 30 meters.
Yeah.
I really
Remember that
like
RX 78-2 was at least 17 meters tall, if I remember correctly.
I could be wrong on that. It's been a long time since I've kept up on Gundam, to be honest.
Okay,
Yay.
locomotion.
46.
Quadruped.
Spider Mecha!
Oh god, he has a fucking support spider tank. It actually works out really well for a medium size.
Okay, so RX 78-2 was 18 meters tall. I was off by 1 meter. Excuse
All
me.
right. Engine.
11.
A turbocharged diesel engine.
Jesus.
Wow. He's
That's
got a really fast, good center of balance, medium-sized spider mech. It's actually pretty awesome.
All right. Now for posture.
16.
Sprawling.
A very, very quick center of gravity support roll spider mech.
All right. Feet type.
32.
Plantigrade.
So feet much like human feet. This is becoming uncomfortably Drider-like.
An all-terrain, very fast spider mech.
Support mech. Remember, support mech.
Support spider mech. He's got an
So
SSM.
So instead of killing you, it just covers you in webs until something else comes and kills you.
All right. Mount locations.
49.
Shoulder.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, I'm kind of scared of this mech actually.
I shit you not. I was randomly rolling my D100 and I got 69. I'm not kidding.
We don't want to know where that mount is. Keep it to yourself.
Oh my.
It's the same place where Mazinger mounts his gigantic missiles.
Oh my.
Look, let's not forget that the Mazinger series has a signature attack called Breastfire.
And do I need to mention how Oran was able to enter the Turn A Gundam? No, I do not.
Oran Sea-Hack, the original Twink Gundam pilot.
I like where this anime is going.
Anyway, what's next, Mildra?
All right. So next is going to be armor type. So roll for that.
59.
Chobam composite.
Chobam composite armor?
On a support. Okay. That's
Chobam armor's lightweight and very durable.
and on a support mech. Yeah, that.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ, I am a support in League of Legends.
Armor trait.
66.
56 or 66?
Double six.
Large joint guards.
So you're covered in Chobam armor that has those big old medallions from medieval times that were used to try and stop arrows from puncturing your shoulder or elbows.
Again, on a spider mech with a turbo diesel.
A spider mech with a turbo diesel has a lot of joints. All those joints are now protected. This is making an uncanny amount of sense, and I don't like it.
I'm right there with you.
It's like it new.
Well,
Fire.
Cure. Welcome to the wonders of random generation.
Thank you.
All right, so let me make sure I got that set up there. So let's see. So we just did. So next is supplementary defense.
34.
Non-explosive reactive armor.
Oh, good lord.
Something wrong, Doku?
I mean, if I was trying to blow up your mech, yeah, a lot of things.
All right. Now roll for optic. I.e., how you see when you're in the cockpit.
37. In a row?
Radar.
Jesus.
Oh, good. Okay.
I mean, spiders do have poor vision, so radar makes sense.
Good luck trying to fight this mech in a cave.
At least it's not sonar.
That would be a lot worse.
In a cave?
Where?
Although, actually, I think radar is probably more effective. Because sonar you can still trick. Radar is a little more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not LiDAR.
All
What?
right. Now, main mounts don't roll on main mount weaponry; they roll on support equipment. So, what? So roll on. So roll on that.
57.
Mech repair module.
So it's a spider mech that's super protected that heals its allies.
That's not overpowered whatsoever.
You're the first target to die. They're gonna nuke you first.
And that fits the support role perfectly. All-terrain, quick, well-protected, shoulder-mounted secondary weaponry, uses radar, and primary equipment is to support and heal other mechs.
Because you're a medium, you get an additional main mount. So roll again.
78.
Bridge layer.
What?
It builds infrastructure. It heals things and builds infrastructure. No, go away.
Welcome to Fortnite, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
I'm not wrong!
No, you're not.
I was gonna go with the bridge crew from Stormlight Archive, but yeah, okay.
He has a repair module. He can steal weapons from destroyed mechs and use them to make turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
You don't get secondary mounts because you didn't get big enough for it.
Okay, I don't mind.
But instead you get a production extra. I'm skipping over weapon trade and ammo because you don't have a weapon. So
Joy.
production. So roll for production extra.
8.
Ergonomic seating.
Hey, your pilot's gonna be doing shit in style and feeling good.
Funny.
That works for a fast-moving quadruped mech.
I find it's funny because I'm sitting on a gamer chair right now.
All right, that's the first ergonomic. That's the first
Production extra.
Yeah. So now roll again.
67.
Voice activated computer system.
So
Wait,
he can get shit done quick.
He's got a Haro?
I love the little guy.
Figured someone would love that one.
It's me.
So it moves quick, it builds stuff, it repairs stuff, it sees via radar, it's very heavily defended, and it gets it done very quickly because it's ergonomic, and he can use his voice rather than actual analog controls. Okay.
All right, crew. Now for crew added extra.
94.
Extra strength radio.
Which you would need.
Especially as a support mech.
Oh, duh. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
And lastly, trait.
34.
Complex controls.
That voice activated computer is going to come in handy, especially with the ergonomics.
What is it equipped with a zero system or the freaking GN drives? Actually, I wouldn't mind if it's equipped with the GN drive.
Give me a lambda drive where my emotions can make things happen.
I
You're not
just
mad.
finished rewatching Full Metal Panic 2. Damn.
Okay. That's the first one. Now, just out of curiosity, Kier, do you have a name for your pilot and for your mech? Otherwise we are going to actually not.
I've been sitting on a couple of names for the time we've been here. For the name of the pilot, Masaru Yukihara.
All right. And what is the name of this incredibly insane spider mech?
I honestly got nothing.
We should just call it the cure-all. Can do everything else.
Ah, thanks.
Um,
I think the cure-all is appropriate.
I'm using a random generator for it as a backup, and its name is Golem.
Actually, also very appropriate.
All right. Now for the second one, and I believe that would be you, Doku.
If we're going in alphabetical order, I believe so.
Yep.
Do I need to keep dice roll on or no? Can I close the window now?
Keep it on just in case.
We might make more than one set. We did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
All right, Doku. We'll start with money and family. So roll D10 for social status.
All right, rolling. A 2.
You're a servant.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, family situation.
Rolling. A 3.
Something has happened to one of your parents.
I feel like I've seen this anime before also.
So let's see. Roll to see what happened.
D10.
Unless I say otherwise, it's a D10 for the pilot life paths.
5.
You never knew your parents.
Son, wow. All right.
And you said you had seen this anime before. I didn't know that it was an anime we'd all watched.
I know, right?
Let's see.
I don't want to be the edgy boy.
Too late.
Well, it says to go to family. It says to go to. Actually, no. You know what? You didn't know your parents, but that doesn't mean you don't have family. So yeah, roll for family standing.
All right. A 3.
Family status is good.
Oh, there's that at least.
Now for siblings. First, roll a
D6?
D10.
D10, gotcha. A 10?
You're an only child.
Oh.
Joku, sometimes the higher number doesn't mean that it can be good or
I know, but
All right.
again, we've all seen this anime.
Now for friends. Roll d6.
One.
You have one friend. Roll for gender.
Oh, fuck. Clear. A 5.
Your friend. You have a female friend.
Well, at least I got that.
3.
Roll for relationship.
2.
An old school pal. Okay, so you've got a tsundere.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I want to stop watching after episode 3.
Now enemies.
Okay. D10. 8.
You have not made an enemy.
Well, that's good.
All right, now for romantic life.
10.
You are recovering from a tragedy in your romantic past.
No!
Are we sure Mike Show wasn't playing with us, Mildra?
Gasai, why?
So wait a minute. No, I know what this is. I know your name, Doku.
Oh.
Your name is the name that can pierce the heavens.
Okay. Roll d10.
5.
They left you with no explanation, with orders never to seek them out.
Xantrex, don't say anything. I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
Okay, now for what you look like. Roll for hair color.
5.
Black hair.
Oh, now he's just typically Asian.
Roll for hairstyle.
No,
6.
No, wait.
Short and straight.
No, wait.
Very typically
No, wait.
Asian.
He's Shinoska.
Roll for eye color.
6.
Brown/black.
He's super typically Asian.
Okay, personality traits.
9.
Mulligan.
9 again.
Mulligan.
I swear, if this thing rolls another 9, I'm gonna call bullshit on this dice roller. Are you kidding me? Can I just assume that this is a mulligan?
Yes.
Oh my
Because
god.
Pure got a 9, that's why.
3. Thank God. Finally something different.
Arrogant, proud, and aloof.
Oh. What was 9?
Exactly who you are. 9 was sneaky and deceptive.
Oh, okay. Still fitting the stereotype, though.
Thing you
Fuck.
value most is...
Let's find out. 7.
love.
Oh.
Hey everybody,
Great.
so good to do Mike Show.
Most valued possession is...
A 4.
a photograph.
Why do I have to be the edgy boy?
The edgy boy yet.
Wait, then what am I?
The sentimental edgy boy. You're the hero archetype. You're the harem boy. I'm the sentimental edgy boy.
Yay!
Okay. Person you value most.
Let's find out. A 7.
A teacher.
Huh. Don't think I ever had one of those.
All right, now let's see what you're piloting. Okay. Now Doku for mech creation, keep this in mind. Unless I say otherwise, you're rolling D100.
Alright, D100. Oh shit, let me clear that D10. Alright, D100.
Roll for type.
90.
This is a harasser,
Oh god.
which means you automatically gain the souped up engine trait. Now roll
So
for
it's-
size.
Edgy boy. 60.
Medium. So you roll one more on main mountain, one more on production extra.
Gotcha.
Locomotion.
60.
Mulligan. You're getting 60 too much.
50. What the hell is up with this dice roller?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You hitting the right one?
Yeah, no, we've used this one a lot.
If you don't mind, are you using the Brock Jones one,
I'm using
or are you using an app?
it's teal.info/dice.
Yeah.
You know what? Instead of doing that, let me just do 2 D10s and tell you what they are.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be acting weird. In this case, it would be... You want me to do top or bottom dice first?
Top, then bottom.
Alright. Top is 9, bottom is 3.
Okay. Instead for these ones, just read, instead of reading top is 9, bottom is 3, just read it as one go.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
So in this case, 93.
Octopedal.
Now you really are a spider.
Okay. Engine.
Engine, in this case, it would be 12.
Mulligan.
$98.
A hybrid. So you get to re-roll twice and combine 2.
Okay. In this case, it would be... Fucking Christ. 60.
Fuel cells.
What's with you in 60, Doku?
I have no idea.
And
And second would be 81.
antimatter.
Well then.
Antimatter fuel cells.
Yes.
Quick, someone call Nibbler.
All right. So, posture.
58.
Erect.
I'm not going to make a joke. I'm going to refrain.
All right. Feet type.
52.
Elephant semi-plantigrade.
What the fuck type of mech am I piloting?
I don't
You're
know.
piloting an 8-legged standing upright mech with elephant feet.
You want to switch?
What does
Doku, do you want to switch?
I think yours sounds a little bit more effective. And it's supposed to be a harasser. How does this work?
That's
I
for
don't
you.
know.
That's not for me to figure out. That's for you to figure out. So,
Good lord.
mount locations.
30.
Shoulder for the first mount. And second one?
56.
Torso.
Shoulder and torso mounted.
Something.
Erect 8-legged harassing thing.
With a supercharged engine because it's a harasser.
Yep. So, roll for armor type.
Armor type would be 73.
Roketsan composite.
Huh?
Did it go silent for everybody else, or is that just me?
No, I'm good.
Because I'm not familiar with that armor type.
All that I end up getting is a defense contractor in Turkey.
What?
Spell the name.
Anyway, roll for armor trait.
All right, I'm still curious about that armor type, but okay. 37.
Varying sloped. Roll for supplementary defense.
This would be a 40.
Mulligan.
86.
Energy force field.
Well then.
All right.
My antimatter energy force field.
Roll for optic.
Optic would be 76.
Hyperspectral imaging.
What the what is this mech? And why?
Well, that's
feel like the childhood trauma has gone too far.
Okay, now for your main mounts. Roll for main mount weaponry.
D100, correct?
Yep.
That would be a 90.
All right, 90. So you have a shoulder-mounted light railgun.
I would make an anime joke, but that would be too easy.
And now we have to roll for caliber. So roll.
All right. That would be a 61.
All right, so caliber 6.
Oh, is it supposed to be a D10?
No, I just rolled D100, then had to divide by 10.
Oh, gotcha.
And let's. So let me see. Okay. Okay, and let me see if I have to.
Also in the chat, what's up, Mr. Nuff?
Mm-hmm. It looks like I'm not. It's not going to ask you to roll to All right, since it's an A. Oh, you've got a C, so we need to roll a cannon trait for your railgun.
That's still the same D100 roll?
Yep.
Gotcha. Tossing. That will be a 73.
Computer controlled.
Well then. That works well, as considering my role is supposed to be harasser. I hope that computer also controls the 8 legs of my erect mech.
Now for the other main mount, the one that's in the torso.
I'm so immature.
Yes, I am, and I apologize for nothing. I'm an edgy boy. Alright, I'll go ahead and toss that roll. 32.
32. Light mortar.
In the chat. How stereotypical can this mech get? Alright.
I would need a giant axe.
Now roll for caliber.
23.
23. It says to add 32 caliber, so 53 caliber. And let's see. M, you get to roll a more. You get to roll a trait for mortar and for bombardment ammo. So we'll go with mortar first.
All right, I'm gonna toss that. 97.
Experimental. So roll twice and combine.
Okay, let me toss that real quick. 14.
Smoothbore.
Oh goodness.
And
62.
semi-automatic breach.
A semi-automatic breach smoothbore mortar. That's just a mortar!
Duh!
That's not experimental at all!
Maybe it's the ammunition that's experimental.
Okay.
I was kidding when I was comparing Doku to Mike Shell.
Okay. Roll for bombardment ammo.
Whatever 89 is.
Rocket assisted high explosive.
What the? Oh, okay. I have to pause. I have an 8-legged, standing up straight mech that uses a hybrid fuel system with an antimatter fuel cell, with a computer-assisted light railgun on the shoulder, and a smooth-bore experimental mortar firing rocket-assisted. What the?
Rocket-assisted
All right.
high explosive ammo just makes you a whirlwind tank.
Did
Pretty much.
Pablo Picasso design your mech?
Oh, and what was the visuals on this one again? What was my sensory system?
High
Your sensory system was, let me see if I can find it, hyperspectral imaging.
Hyperspectral imaging with a mortar and a railgun, computer assisted, and I have a fucking force field and armor that we still can't figure out what the hell it is.
Yep.
What? What type of hodgepodge thing is this?
The thing that you're piloting.
A giant mess.
All right, now for production extras. Roll for the first one.
All right, that will be a 64.
Touchscreen controls.
What?
Okay. At this point in time, anything makes sense.
I mean, if the railgun's computer assisted, you just touch an enemy and then the railgun reaches out and touches it.
Fair point.
All right. And for your second production extra?
That will be a 54.
Laser designator.
That'll be for your bombardment ammo, the rocket-assisted high explosive.
So
Wait,
I can
wait,
I
so
can
it's
paint
laser-
something.
We can paint something with the laser and then mortar it.
Wait. So it's laser guided?
That's
It's
what
experimental.
This. I'm at this point. I don't have any more questions. I'm just going with the flow.
I'm right there with you. It's experimental. We'll just leave it at that.
All right. Crew added extra.
All right, let me toss that. That will be a 20.
Company flag.
As if it wasn't awkward looking enough.
This is turning into an episode
Just
of...
gotta throw a flag on it.
This is turning into an episode of Nietzsche Joe.
And last but not least, trait.
God, let's just see how more absurd it can get. Oh, that'd be a 50.
Let's see, 50. Quiet.
How?
Think about it. You're running an antimatter engine. You use a railgun and long distance artillery.
With 8
Nothing's gonna
legs.
hear you until it's dead.
I don't even know what to say about this. It is as absurd as it is amusing.
That's the kind of the point.
Okay.
I like it.
Do you have a name for the pilot and for the mech?
If Doku, a suggestion for the mech: Rorschach's test.
You know what? I'm just gonna claim that this was a byproduct of Zadari Enterprises. I will leave the CEO up to name my orphaned pilot, who was probably brought in as a child. Give me my code name and codename the mech for me, CEO.
Oh, god damn.
Hey, all we did is the naming. We contracted whoever got you. Okay, we claim no responsibility. All we did is the naming. So for your code name, pilot, your code name is going to be the Crow, and then again for the mecha, it's Rorschach's test.
There you go. There it is. The lore has been developed.
He wants to be an edgy boy. He can be the Crow.
I was gonna call him Hibiki, because why not?
Okay.
I
Xana,
didn't even get a harem.
you
All
are
right.
up.
Finally, Zadari Enterprises that represent.
All right.
Okay, we have an 8.
Vice President / upper middle class.
How fucking convenient!
Damn, I'm president, not vice president.
You got demoted for hiring that fucking weird ass crow kid.
I didn't do the hiring. You think I deal with the hiring? That's HR's problem.
We're developing some deep lore here. I love it.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Next, 10.
10. So there is something special about your parents.
No.
I can think of several things.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. Hold on. Vice Pres, President, special parents. Oh God, am I playing Fallout 3 all of a sudden? Okay. Let's see here.
Hey everybody, it's Handsome Jack!
Well, you weren't the ex-president of
You
Zadari
said
Enterprises for a
Fallout
reason.
3, not Borderlands, you numpty.
I know, I just always wanted to make that joke.
All
7.
right. Roll for parental mysteries.
7.
Your parents both simply vanished. Their house was left empty and you a non-entity.
How can president and a non-entity? Does it make sense?
I find it extremely hilarious that I got the lucky picks.
You want to
So what
keep
do
or do you want to mulligan?
I'm keeping just because it's hilarious. So what's the next thing I roll? Family standing? Wasn't that it?
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. 9.
Family standing is bad and you risk losing everything. Roll.
Gee, I'm getting a deja vu feeling now.
Vice president of non-existent parents. That risk of losing everything as a non-entity.
Ah!
I love it.
Losing everything when I have nothing.
Wait. So wait, no. You shot with Maximilian Pegasus earlier. Ha!
All right. Family crisis. Roll.
Let's see here. I have a 3.
Family was exiled from homeland. You have returned under an alias.
Well, that actually makes sense. Maybe not
No
the
wonder-
vice president part, but
No, it makes sense. I can't return as President Zadari. I have to return as Vice President whomever.
fair point.
We'll come up with a name for that later.
Yep. All right. Familial goals.
Okay. It is a 5.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
This definitely sounds like something I would do to a Matsu guy. I'm claiming that this is all his fault.
I get it.
All
He
right.
got tired of me being better than him.
Siblings.
7.
You have 7 siblings.
Motherfuck! Dad, couldn't you keep it in your pants?
Well, was your father Zeus or something?
Oh!
I mean, I'm assuming that they were happily married and this is not a Zeus situation, okay?
Wait. Does that mean that he's Kratos?
No. We're not gonna get into that. Okay, so what do I roll next?
So for instead of doing it row by row, we're going to do it column by column. So first, we're going to be rolling for the genders of each of them.
Okay. Let me just so 7 sibs.
Mm-hmm.
First sib. 1.
Male.
Second sib. 3.
Also male.
Third sib. 6.
Female.
4.
Female.
2.
Female.
That is being weird. 9.
Male.
4 again.
So you have 3 brothers and 4 sisters. Now for the age.
The relative age?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll just go top to bottom. So male, male, female, female, male, female.
Yep.
For the
Alright.
first male is a 9.
So you have you have a younger brother. So
For the second, I have a 2.
older brother.
Why can't this go in order? Come on, just roll in order, dice. 6.
Younger sister.
2.
Older sister.
Okay. Another 2. Am I gonna get Ara to
Older
death here? Is
sister.
that what's happening?
You have two older sisters.
Hara.
That's why I said it.
Next.
For the last brother, I got a 5.
Older.
Older brothers, a younger brother, a younger sister, 2 older sisters.
Let's see what
10.
the last one was 10.
Yeah.
You have a twin sister.
God damn it! This is just like last time!
I was
it!
just about to ask if there was a twin.
There was a twin when I did the Cyberpunk 2020 where he had 1 brother and 6 sisters as well. I hate you! I hate you, Dice! Stop!
Mojo, what do we always say?
The dice gods show no mercy. Okay. Roll D10 for their respective feelings.
My younger brother, we have a 3.
He likes you.
For my first older brother, we have a 1.
He doesn't like you.
Oh. For my younger sister, we have a 4.
Likes you.
For my first older sister, we have a 9.
She hates you.
God damn it! For my second older sister, we have a 6.
Neutral.
My second older brother, we have a 3.
He likes you.
And for my twin sister, we have a 7.
Hero worship.
That's what. No! No!
Hara.
You have the Joku, so technically this is karma going after you, Zeta.
This isn't karma. This is a repeat of fate. Last time, the twin sister hero worshipped the cyberpunk character as well.
You know, suddenly being brought in by the corporation as a only child whose parents have disappeared and has no siblings suddenly sounds a lot better.
This game needs to stop. All right, we got my siblings.
Right.
No, you stop that.
Now for your friends. Roll D6.
2.
You have 2 friends.
Can I be one of them?
All right. Roll for genders.
6.
First one's male.
And 5.
Second one's female.
Of course.
Hey, our parents both disappeared, so I'll be your friend, and your twin can be the other.
All right.
Roll for relationships.
Okay. For the male, I have 10.
A partner or coworker.
God damn it!
Hi, my name is Crow, spelled with a Q.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then for the female, I got a 6.
An ex-lover.
Okay, what's the next roll?
Okay, next is enemies.
10.
You have made an enemy.
Yes. Tell me who to kill, my comrade.
All right. Roll again.
Five.
A relative.
They took your parents' business.
No wonder I want to make them pay. Make them pay indeed.
This hatred started when... Roll.
Five again.
One deserted or betrayed the other.
It's too perfect.
I knew it. Okay.
Tell me who to point my mortar at.
Who's mad at whom? Roll.
7.
You hate them.
Fitting.
I just wrote out hate because Kefka.
Okay. If you were to meet face to face, you would most likely...
I would most likely 1.
go into a rage and try to kill him.
Now it's just the word hate over and over without spaces.
Ah,
And then the word die at the end.
Dennis, are you a character from Fate?
No, I'm just Kefka. That's what this is appearing to be.
okay,
What's next?
now is romantic life.
Okay. I'm gonna take a 3.
You are currently involved in a romance.
Something good at least. Jesus.
Okay.
Make it the twin sister.
I will fucking kill you.
Ew, don't come
I
back and say that.
I will fucking kill you.
But it's an anime. It's fine.
What's next?
Next, let's see. You are currently involved with a lover. He or she is the first true deep love in your young life. But as usual, things are rarely perfect. Roll.
Alrighty. I rolled a 3.
One of you has a romantic rival.
That's okay. I will just kill them with my hatred. I have more than enough to go around.
You know, as you guys know, I've been marathoning Fairy Tale while on my recumbent bike. So, going with that, all I can think of is Juvia.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Trip,
Alright.
Trip, drop.
What's next?
Next is physical and personality traits.
Alrighty. I will take the number 1.
You have red hair.
It's not that bad. Alright. 4.
Swept over one eye.
Oh, now I'm really a hatred boner. This eye of mine is sealed behind the locks of gold, or whatever that box of.
I was gonna say you sound like a Irish version of Troa.
Oh,
I mean,
too soon.
Okay, and then, was there anything else I needed to roll for on appearance?
Eye color.
0. 10.
Always changing. Your silence is deafening.
I am Gundam sets an FCA at this point. Eye color's always changing when he's in Transam and using his quantum brainwaves.
Hey, don't knock my spirit animal like that.
I'm not knocking anything. I'm just asking, am I Gundam now?
Cure? We are equal opportunity roasters. You know this. Anyway. Personality trait. Roll.
2.
Angst-ridden, antisocial, violent.
we have harem boy, stoic boy, and edgy boy. I like it.
This is Gundam Wing.
I literally get to be hero all the time. My Okoros.
Thing you value
Okay.
most is
I'm gonna say that's a 6 right there.
vengeance.
Vengeance
Vengeance
is mine.
Fuck.
Most valued possession.
It's Mevin 7.
A musical instrument.
I'ma say it's a flute. I'ma say it's specifically a shakuhachi. Because bamboo reed flutes are cool.
Person you value most in the world.
Oh God, please no. Please do not let the number not be what I think it's going to be. Let the number just be fine. Okay, number's 2.
A brother or sister.
Just like one of my Japanese animes.
But is it a twin?
I get to choose, and you know what? For parity with the Cyberpunk 2020 Lifepath, yes.
So
Okay,
Oh, brother or sister.
it's gonna be my twin.
Or
Okay, now let's see what you're piloting.
All right.
So we're switching to D100s.
Yep. 9.
You rolled a 9.
Yes.
You're in a scout mech.
Sweet.
After all of that, he gets a scout. Okay. All right.
Hey, at least,
I won't question it.
hey, don't underestimate the power of the urban mech.
I'm not gonna question it.
All right. What's next?
Now for size.
92.
.92, so you are a huge scout mech.
So
Just-
wait, I'm in Atlas.
You're fucking House Steiner's Ninja Squad.
oh my,
You told
I'm
me
gonna
not
write-
to
I'm gonna
question
write
it,
the-
but
I'm gonna write the size as Xbox Hueg. Okay.
Yeah,
we have a huge scout mech, a quad spider mech, and an octopod harassment. What?
What's
I'm not.
What's the
I won't
next
question
thing?
it.
okay. Hang on, I have to do an adjustment because first off, you have two extra main mounts that you're gonna roll. You have 2 extra secondary mounts you're going to roll. An extra supplemental defense that you're going to be rolling. A total of 4 production extras. An additional crew added extra. And an additional trait.
This thing's just gonna be fucking complex as hell.
Okay. Roll for locomotion.
37.
Tripedal.
Wait! I'll never tip over.
Roll
We
for
like
engine.
our legs.
Roll for engine.
99.
Oh, it's a hybrid.
Oh God
Yes.
damn it!
Use my engine.
You know, this actually makes sense if you're going to be dealing with something that's this fuck off huge. It would probably have multiple engines. You know,
As
the
a
same way-
scout.
The
So
same
the
way
first-
big.
the-
Yes, as a scout.
So the first roll is 28.
All right, 28, which means you have a gasoline engine.
That makes no sense.
The second is going to make it so much more amusing.
70.
Nuclear.
A nuclear gas engine.
The antimatter fuel cells are making so much more sense.
Is
Hey,
this
it's
a-
nuclear gas. gasoline.
Is this a bad time to mention that you have jump jets?
No, that's actually a great thing to mention. I love jump jets.
Okay.
God, I thought Liberty Prime was bad. But nope.
So, no, wait, hold on. If this is nuclear gasoline, that just makes me strike freedom. Except, Xbox huge.
Yeah.
It's no longer the size of a Gundam.
So,
And I have jump jets.
would you say that you're strike freedom, but the size of the Psycho Gundam?
I would say I'm strike freedom and probably the size of Super Dimensional Fortress Macross when transformed.
Oh fuck! All right,
Yeah.
posture. All right, posture.
23.
Sprawling.
Well, that makes sense. I'm not transformed right now.
All right. Feet type.
Oh, God. 5.
Digigrade.
Digitigrade?
Mm-hmm.
Or digigrade or... Okay. So I'm on my toes. I'm Xbox huge. I've got nuclear gasoline engines. Nobody breach my reactor. You'll kill us all.
And you can dance like a ballerina.
All right. Now we have to decide your mount locations. So
Okay.
So we're going to be rolling mount locations 6 times. 3 for your main mounts and 3 for your secondary mounts.
Okay, all right. 52.
52. So you got 1 mount in the torso. First main mountain's in the torso.
6.
6. So that's arm.
Normal mount place. The arm.
Next,
Shoulders.
shoulders.
No, 10. So the 10 is the third one.
10. That's another arm.
2 arms so 2 main armaments on my arms and 1 on my torso. So now we're doing secondary armaments, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Got a normal mech for once.
Except for the fact that I'm sprawling and using 3 legs and I have a nuclear gasoline engine! And I'm the size of Super Dimensional Fortress Macross.
By comparison, normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 67.
Also a scout.
And a scout mech, yeah.
67.
67.
Torso.
So a secondary mount on the torso again. Okay. I'm going to re-roll that one. It was literally just 1 less at 66.
All right.
39.
Shoulder.
Hey! Finally a shoulder mount, yes.
All right.
96.
Head.
Yes!
Okay.
All right.
Armor type.
God.
What I want to know is,
100.
what are you... 100. Okay.
100. Multi-layer composite.
Blood of Arm?
That actually makes sense.
All right.
You got the weight.
roll twice.
For secondary defenses?
No.
Oh,
Roll-
for the layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's just like with the experimental stuff. Got it.
Mhm.
7.
Cast homogeneous steel.
Again, large mech. Has the weight to carry it.
That doesn't make sense, though, for armor. Cast homogeneous steel is terrible.
We'll see what the
90
second one is.
92.
Bucky paper reinforced. So roll one more time.
Because the Bucky paper's reinforced by something?
Yes.
God damn it, I need a new set of brackets! I'm going to re-roll that, because it's 92 again.
Yeah, I don't think we can do double reinforced like that.
80.
Liquid armor.
So we have
Rock, paper, scissors, armor! Are you kidding me?
buckyballs, cast steel, and liquid metal. Okay. Again, I stand by what I said
On a super huge scout. Actually, bigger question: what are you scouting for?
Everything.
Why he's scouting for freaking Unicron?
Probably.
Now for armor trait.
God,
Oh my god.
I thought mine was ridiculous, but shit.
Oh no. Okay, never mind. Bucky paper is very good. It's thin sheets of carbon nanotubes.
Yeah, they're made out of buckyballs. It's the 66-point carbon atom, which is supposed to be apparently unbreakable, but also a theoretical thing that we haven't developed yet. Either way, it's
So
carbon fiber on steroids.
So I've got carbon fiber armor, reinforced by liquid armor, all covering steel.
Yep.
Pretty much, yes.
Never mind, my armor's goddamn great.
Yes, it is.
Now for the trait.
11.
Steep sloped.
Sloped armor makes sense. Would cause both light-based attacks and energy-based attacks, and then also kinetic attacks to just come off. It would also cause melee attacks to land. You know what? That's actually my armor's goddamn awesome.
Now for the first of your 2 supplementary defense rolls.
This 68.
68. Laser hard kill APS.
A laser hard kill APS.
That's what it says.
Oh my god, does everybody know what an APS is?
Enlighten them.
Oh, I think it might be better for you to enlighten the Mildra. I'm kind of just sitting here going, what? Am I?
Mildred?
Hang on. Because I remember trying to look. I keep getting I end up getting the wrong kind of APS. Like
It's an active protection system designed to prevent.
It's a point defense system. It means anything that comes close, it gets automatically targeted and zapped.
Well, it's specifically a hard kill measure.
Mm-hmm.
It's measures taken in the so-called end game shortly before the warhead hits the target.
In other words, it doesn't even get a chance to test that armor of yours. It goes.
Yeah, it prematurely detonates it just very, very close to me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's good. That means that Etano Circus cannot ever happen to me. Fuck you.
Okay. Second supplementary defense.
Let me just write this down first. All right.
On a fucking Scout Titan.
On a scout, yeah, basically. 100 again.
Nanoswarm hive shield.
Yeah.
How is this the Scout?
Because I go into deep space where we've never been before.
All
Good
right.
Lord.
Now for optic.
All right, let's see if I get anything nice. 1.
High power adjustable.
Going to mulligan that. I'm sorry. Eye power? In this thing? It'd be impossible.
We know where you spent your money.
Unless one of the production extras
Just
is a
re-roll it.
mobile trace system. 43.
LIDAR imaging.
LiDAR, yay!
LiDAR.
Hey.
Am I explaining to people what the difference between LiDAR and radar is?
It uses lasers and bounces them back and forth.
Oh, that makes sense with the laser hard kill APS.
Yep, LiDAR, laser imaging, essentially radar, but just, laser imaging.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's just, for anybody listening, it's just radar using light waves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Which makes it more accurate. And it also makes it unblockable to normal radio jamming.
Yep.
So, second optic.
I have 2.
Say again?
I said, oh, that's right, I have 2. 99.
Satellite uplink imaging.
Good lord, it really is made for deep space combat.
And this particular type of imaging, roll again.
Wait, what?
You need to roll to figure out what sort of data you're getting from satellite.
73.
73. Hyperspectral imaging.
Oh, great. Hey, he's using the same type of imaging that I have.
My satellite gives me hyperspectral imaging. My LiDAR gives me in-close imaging. You can't sneak up on me. You'll die.
Okay, now for the weapons. Roll for first main mount. Or the torso.
Torso mount. We have an 81.
81, so that is a large sonic cavitation emitter.
I have a cannon!
Say again?
So,
You said large sonic cavitation emitter, correct?
Yep.
It's a giant thunder gun. It shoots sonic waves through that cavity and uses the cavity to... What?
and it uses its optics based on lasers. It makes sense.
This can't disrupt my close-in optics, and it can't disrupt my hyperspectral imaging from my satellite.
No.
Jesus Christ! If this thing ever comes to your city to scout you, you know you're dead. Sir, the Zadari Enterprises scout mech has made it to this. Which scout mech? The only scout mech they have, sir. Fuck.
What was that, Kier?
Gotta get going.
All right, man. Stay frosty.
All right, Kier.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Now for your first arm mount.
11.
A heavy flamethrower.
Yes, Hans! Get the Flammenwaffe!
Oh my god, it really is a fucking Warhammer 40,000 Titan.
Roll to see the length of flame in meters.
It's gonna be the length of flame in meters?
Yes.
88!
88 meters of flame.
It's an Emperor Titan. It's not a Scout Titan. This is a fucking Emperor Titan.
It goes in scouts. It's a scout.
It scouts planets.
No. You see, our classifications at Zadari Enterprises are by usage.
Okay, let's see
It
what's on
scouts
the...
planets, and then you send in 3 more.
Let's see what's on the other arm.
29.
29. A light mortar.
I have it in your torso on my arm.
Yes. Just make sure it's not smoothbore semi-automatic.
Actually, you know what? Mulligan that.
Okay.
I think we can go crazier.
46.
You're right, we can go crazier. Light howitzer.
Are you sure something as big as me can be called a light howitzer?
You know
It's
what?
all a matter of perspective.
You're right. Mulligan again.
Mulligan again, he says. Yes. 50 exactly.
You know what? I am making a I'm making
GMT
I'm making a executive decision on this, and I am going to say that this is a quad.
I'm guessing it's a 51.
So re-roll.
87.
Heavy Gauss gun.
Oh God.
Heavy Gauss gun.
Yes.
Well, he does have a nuclear gasoline engine, so technically the power is there.
Gauss gun.
Yep.
I love it. It's a
So-
linear rifle.
Roll for caliber.
72.
So 7.
It fits.
Caliber is 11. And
11 what?
that's just what it says for a caliber. Now for cannon, you get 1 cannon trait.
32.
Autoloader.
Right? Anything else?
Now that's it for your main mounts. Now for your secondary mounts.
Okay. So secondary torso mount.
Mm-hmm.
49.
A light mortar. Wait,
No.
you said 49?
49, yeah.
Yep. Okay, I got it right.
But shouldn't we mulligan that since we already have a light mortar and a torso somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should make
90?
everything mortars.
92 for secondary torso.
Microwave emitter.
Yes!
Dear Lord. Sonic waves, microwave waves, lasers, Gauss weaponry, flamethrowers.
A Flammenwerfer that werfs Flammen.
Is that fun?
That now for your second mount.
Secondary.
Secondary mount.
My shoulder mount.
Mhm.
61.
Okay, it says CIWS.
TWIS, close-in weapon systems.
So another point defense system.
Yeah, I'd say that mulligan that since I'm already covered in lasers.
All right.
88.
Another sonic cavitation emitter.
I have a small one and a big one. I think I'm gonna re-roll that one too.
I don't actually take the first roll because you could have an energy based and a kinetic based close point defense system.
Yeah, but a CWIS on just your shoulder wouldn't be useful.
No, fair point. I'll give you that.
Okay. 4
Melee weapon.
on the shoulder.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's find out what the melee weapon is.
Okay. 61 again.
It's a blunt pole arm.
Yeah, no, on the shoulder that makes no sense. Okay, it's not a melee weapon then.
Could we say that it's a mount and you can take the polearm and fight with it beam sword style? Because it's just the mount, right? If it's a melee weapon, that could just be where it's holstered.
I'm not sure how this works. How does this go?
I don't know. I'm asking Mildred.
That's where I'm going with this. This is a pole arm that's mounted on the shoulder.
Okay. Blunt polearm. Okay. Is there anything else I need to roll for that? Just blunt polearm is mounted to shoulder.
You need to roll a trait.
68.
I mean, considering you're working with an Emperor-class Titan, having a melee polearm if all the tech fails, yeah, just gotta beat you to crap with my gigantic skyscraper-sized fucking pole of death. No pun intended.
Like when it says a blunt polearm, what immediately came to mind is the club that you see the Barbatos use.
I was thinking of the fully upgraded wooden sword from Ninja Gaiden.
I was thinking the giant spiked clubs that Oni hold.
That works too.
Tetsubos.
Yes, Tetsubo.
Just with a lot more handle. I can go with that. The trait is Dead Blow Gravity Assisted.
Gravity assisted Tetsubo! Yes!
And it's a blunt polearm at that. It's gravity. Oh my!
You have a
wielded by a gigantic fucking. Okay.
You have the world's largest gravity hammer.
Yes, I do.
And it's a scout titan.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mad, as far as doing a Mekton Zeta actual play, I will take it under consideration, but don't count on it in the immediate future.
With the type of mechs that we're coming up with, it might actually be amusing to watch this play out.
No, this would be you couldn't make this mech as a starting mech in Zeta. You'd have to build up to this.
I would still love watching it play out.
I would have to do a whole lot of book jumping that I don't feel like doing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so the secondary head weapon, yeah?
Yep.
And for my third and final hat trick tonight, another 100.
Double. Yep. So roll again.
Okay. 97.
That would you can't have a double, so again.
Okay. 84.
A light railgun.
Double light railguns on the head.
Double railguns.
What doesn't this Goliath-sized scout mech have?
All right.
With its nuclear gasoline engine.
A mini bar. We're missing a mini bar.
It probably has a mini bar. Let's be honest.
Roll for caliber.
God. 95.
Good lord.
Caliber 9.
It shoots scars.
And
Trait. I'm guessing cannon trait.
Yep.
96. I'm getting a lot of 90s now. I don't know
Field
why.
improved, so you get 2 picks.
I get.
Jeez. Good.
Okay, I'll roll again. 25.
Computer assisted, gyroscopically stabilized.
Computer assisted and gyroscope.
On the head mount. Appropriate.
Gyroscope.
Roll again.
Hold on. 37 in a row.
Autoloader.
Zidari Enterprises is really outdoing themselves.
Well, I mean, you did used to be the president. Now I'm the vice president. So,
Well, I guess if you plan on taking revenge.
this is it. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the weapons again. Main torso, large sonic cavitation emitter. Main arm 1, heavy flamethrower with an 88-meter flame. Main 2, didn't you say this was a quad heavy Gauss gun?
Yes.
Quad heavy Gauss gun, caliber 11 autoloader. Secondary torso mount, microwave emitter. Secondary shoulder mount, a gravity assisted Tetsubo that I can just whip out and hit people with. And the secondary head mount, a double railgun, 9 caliber, computer assisted, gyroscopically stabilized, and auto loaded.
Yes.
Along with all my armor and my fucking nano swarm hive shield.
And your laser point defense system.
And my LiDAR and satellite hyperspectral imaging.
Oh, and it's on a tripod, so it's rather well stabilized for being as large as it is, because it's still somehow a scout.
And we're powered by nucleus, guys. And it's liquid nucleus.
Nuclear gasoline. No one knows how it works, all they know is that it does work.
There's a small part of me that's tempted to have you roll bombardment ammo for the railgun or the Gauss gun.
Do it for the Gauss gun. We've already got a lot on the railgun.
All right, let's should we use standard bombardment or rifle?
Rifle. It's
All
a
right.
Gauss gun.
Yeah, Gauss gun, it should be rifle.
All right, roll for rifle.
61.
Chemical.
As if it wasn't bad enough. We have nuclear, we have flamethrowers, we have bombardment. Yep, now we have chemical weapons too.
All right. Which means it also gains the NBC sealing trait. Obviously.
Automatically get the ABC ceiling. Yep.
So roll for the type of chemical.
$84.
All right. Let me make sure I have the spelling right. Tabun. Tabun.
Chemical weaponry called tabun.
Yep.
It's a nerve agent. It's clear, colorless, tasteless, with a faint, fruity odor. It fatally interferes with normal functioning of mammalian nervous systems.
This is a one mech exterminatus.
So he shoots virus bombs through a quad Gauss cannon.
Yes.
I feel like this is what happened when the surviving members of House Maiorus, the Maiorus Temple, decided to work alongside some admechs.
Keep in mind, this is on Zadari's scout mech.
Yes. Doku, are you familiar with House Maiorus? Or sorry, the Maiorus Temple. Why do I keep saying house?
And I know I am, I'm just drawing a blank.
That was a Officio Assassinorum Temple, who was featured in only one book, but they didn't last because they somehow found a way to out-tyrannid the Tyrannids.
Oh, no, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, that would sound about right, except this mech sounds like their wet dream.
All right, now for production extras. You've got 4 of these.
84.
84, so that is multi-role grenade projectors.
Okay. At this point in time, I question nothing at this point.
It's Atari get at my feet. I just rain grenades on them, and then they're no longer a problem.
And
2.
Hang on. Should we roll bombardment ammo for the multi-role grenades?
They're grenades. Yes.
Why in the fuck not? At this point, we're making this as ham-fistedly what the fuckish as possible. So,
all right.
Plus, they're grenades. We need to know what type of ammo there is.
Yes. Okay, I'll re-roll then. 8.
Heat.
Grenades. Heat as in high explosive. As in all caps heat?
Yes.
Oh my god, heat round grenades!
High explosive anti-tank grenades.
Yes.
Yeah! Oh
Well,
my god!
that would explain why you have the type of armor that you do and why it's sloped.
15 for the next production extra.
Solar cells.
Oh, so it doesn't even need to worry about the nuclear gasoline generator. It can just run off the sun. In case, the reactor blows up and the whole planet goes to nuclear winter.
I mean, it makes sense. After all, the sun's a giant nuclear reaction.
I hate
I hope you have a really good name for this thing.
you. Okay.
I do.
next.
43.
Active camouflage.
There's the scout mech!
Good God.
You know, all I have to say about this is I'm gigantic. I'm loaded to the brim with weapons. I've got a nuclear engine. I've got a solar cell. I've got all of these ways to kill you and protect myself. But it may not be necessary because you'll never fucking see me.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, you're the size of a skyscraper.
The final one?
Yep.
Active camo, bro, at the size of skyscrapers. 99!
Esoteric supercharge source. Roll to see what your esoteric supercharge source is.
Hey! 87!
Musical notes.
And I have a shakuhachi! This is perfect!
He can power his mech by playing a flute.
I told you I was Super Dimensional Fortress Macross!
I don't even know what to say about this anymore. I just accept it as reality.
I told you this was Super Dimensional Fortress Macross. And remember, in Macross, there are mechs that literally fight with the power of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
All right, now for crew extras.
God. This is where everything can go. I've got 2 of them, right?
Yep.
This is where everything can go into hell in a handcart if I'm not careful. 86. Oh, I hate that. Being 86 is bad.
Extra armor mesh.
So does that mean he has a mesh version of the armor he already has? Or is it just extra armor?
Just more armor.
Because
Well,
I
then.
needed more, right?
As if the active camouflage wasn't enough already.
Mhm.
Just to be on the safe side.
Just remember, I can play my flute and this thing gets stronger. 94 for the second crew extra.
I'm going to mulligan because there's no need to have an extra strength radio. That's kind of redundant.
This is true. 7.
Kill markers.
Kill markers. This thing must be covered in them at this point.
How many I managed to add 2 more kill markers onto my mech. How many did you get? Yes. Wait, so you got a few more? Yes.
Hey, Vice Prez, how many more kill markers did you get? Yes. What do you mean, yes? That's not a number. Yes. Vice Prez, I'm not sure you know how this works. Let me put it this way, peon. I've had to remove and replace yet another piece of armor plating because it was filled. And you remember that this armor plating is 20 meters square. And the markers are only 2 centimeters each. You do the math!
Last but certainly not least, traits.
Okay.
This is what's going to make it all the more interesting.
Do I only have 1 trait or 2?
2.
God. 16.
High profile.
That makes sense.
High profile? No, really? I never would have guessed.
Mulligan, that's too obvious.
Also, it kind of directly conflicts with the active camouflage.
Well, no, you can still have a high profile and not be seen if you're camouflaged.
Who the hell is gonna be alive to say this thing exists?
24.
Improvised design? No. There is no way this is improvised.
You never know, it might be. I might have just stuck everything together and it worked.
I mean, it has 3 legs.
It has 3 legs, nuclear gasoline,
And
a
someone
sonic
still
cannon,
thinks
a flamethrower, a quad-heavy virus bomb gun, microwave emitters, a Tetsubo that is gravity-assisted, 2 railguns on the head.
and someone still thinks this is a scout.
Well, it does have jump
Somehow.
jets.
And the jump jets. With the active camouflage as if those don't go. No, I'd say this thing is extremely improvised.
No, I think by improvised design it means that like this is like when Exia was going through Exia repair.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I understand why that's a mulligan. Okay, 94.
Prototype.
That I will
That's
believe.
perfect. That is 100% perfect.
That I will believe. Second trait, 58.
Anti-grav capable.
Oh, then why does it have jump jets?
Because you have to have anti-gravity active to even be able to jump with something this massive.
Actually, with the size of the machine we're talking about, yes. You would need some assistance.
So
Okay. Okay.
Good lord.
Okay.
Prototype indeed.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, it has a flute power-up.
Yes. Yes, yes it does.
Good grief. I believe this is the point in time where Mildred asks you about your pilot and mech name.
yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, I've got him. The code name that I've had to come back from exile with, as a persona non grata since I don't exist, is Siegfried. And the name of this mech is the Hyperion Tyrant.
There you
No,
go.
And-
I'm pretty sure that there if this was done in an anime in the style of Gundam at all, this would be the case where everybody would do the open jaw expression when they look at the mech and say, "That's for a scout mission."
Just remember, woe betide anyone who tries to hurt my twin sister or my lover, because then this thing comes after you.
Was that an OA them S team reference?
No. It could have been. I don't know anymore. Just remember, the least of the things you have to worry about is my heat grenades. I just step over your house, unleash the grenades, and walk away. And then you're dead.
I feel like this is what would happen if a Eversor assassin decided they wanted to be a Gundam pilot.
Keep in mind, this is a machine made for
Reconnaissance.
scouting.
And Eversors are technically assassins.
Technically.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
It's just that their method of assassination is a little bit more indiscriminate. But they
Well,
are the they are the odd man. They are definitely the odd man out when it comes to the other temples, because, well, Calidus are the traps, Calexis are weaponized depression. Vanus are turbo nerds. Venenum, self-explanatory. Vindicare is the person who snipes your sniper.
Sniper, no sniping.
And Eversor is the complete opposite to what someone would expect from an assassin. People expect stealth, careful planning, careful timing, and lots of preparation. The Eversword just gets thrown in on a drop pod and just says, kill everyone in this general area.
Yes, they are the definition of collateral damage.
It's like, did you kill the target? Complete annihilation. What about the hostages? Complete
annihilation.
Oh, God.
You sent an Eversword. What hostages?
Hey, it still counts as a stealth mission if nobody's there to report that you were there.
This is true.
And now it works well for all the fuse memes when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege.
Just think of it this way. Optical camouflage gets me in close. I then literally level the playing field. And then I optical camouflage, anti-grav, and jump jet out. Nobody knows I was there. Because whatever was there, whatever installation was there, what installation? It's just a barren wasteland.
Okay. I think for the last one, I will take the reins. So I'm gonna need one of you to do the rolling for me because I can't do jumping around.
Actually,
I'll roll for you.
If you were just to give me the because I have Mekton Zeta somewhere on my hard drive, I just don't have the TG mech generator.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to give me that, you could roll on your end, and I could just read it off.
Yeah, or you guys could do that. I'll let you guys decide.
It's up to you.
I would rather not see the roll.
All right then. Go ahead and roll for him, Doku. You said you would.
All right.
Okay, we'll start with money and family.
D10.
That will be a 4.
Okay, worker. All right, family situation.
Your family situation will be an 8.
Both parents alive. All right, and family standing.
Your standing will be a 9.
Okay, it's bad. So, let's see. Family crisis.
Your crisis will be a 2.
Family lost all titles and lands through bad management.
Well, that figures why you're a worker now.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're blaming you, Mildra. Those bastards.
Yeah, blame the tall guy. All right. And familial goals.
That will be a 7.
Get what's rightfully yours.
There you go.
Hey, am I gonna have to deal with corporate sabotage? Anyway.
Possibly.
Okay, siblings. Roll D10.
That will be 4.
I have 4 siblings. All right, we're gonna do the column thing again. So first is for gender. So tell me what numbers I got.
All right, your first is going to be a 6.
Okay. Female.
Your second is going to be an 8.
Female.
Your third is going to be a 10.
Female.
And your last is going to be 5.
I have 1 brother and 3 sisters.
I'm noticing a pattern.
How does this compare to your real life?
Honestly, night and day.
I figured.
So now for age. So taking it from the top.
All right. The first will be a 5.
So one older sister,
Second is a 1.
another older sister,
The third is a 2.
another older sister,
Jeez. And the final is a 1.
and an older brother. I am the runt of the litter.
You are the youngest.
Santa, weren't you bitching about Ara vibes earlier?
Yeah, but all of mine hate me. So I mean, like,
Well, we'll see what their relationship is next.
yeah. With me, it's not Ara vibes. I have a twin sister who hero worships me, so this is more Mahoka.
Oh god, that's even worse.
You know. So side note for the LN, they're engaged now.
I feel like there's a certain song from Weird Al that fits here.
Nope, don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't Tatsuya's choice. Their aunt engaged them and claimed that Tatsuya is her son and not her sister's son.
Moving on.
Moving. All right, D10s.
All right, so now we have to decide relationships.
Well, your first is a 10.
So my first older sister hates me.
Your second will be a 2.
Second one just dislikes me.
Your third will be a 7.
Hero worship.
And
vibes.
the final is also a 7.
I have an older sister and an older brother who both hero worship me.
And the other two hate you.
Not only do you have Ara vibes, you have Bara vibes.
Oh god. Okay, friends, give me a D6.
That will be... Give me a moment and throwing... You have 4 friends.
Okay, now for the genders of them.
All right. Come on, dice roller. There we go. First D10 will be a 4.
All right, so male.
The second will be a 10.
Male.
Another 10.
Male.
They must all like your sisters. The final is a 6.
All my friends are dudes.
They must really like your sisters.
5 male friends,
4.
3 older sisters. Well, no, 5 males, 3 older sisters, and an older brother. Man, this is one fucked up hentai.
Just for shits and giggles, you want to mulligan the last one?
Yeah, mulligan the last one.
All right, let's roll it again. 2.
Still a guy.
Oh, fuck it. Third mulligan. 4.
Still a guy.
Finally, there's a 3. There's 1 female.
There you go. It only took 4 times the charm.
Okay.
The rest all got abducted by Zadari Enterprises.
Okay, then. The friends are roll. So the first one is
10.
a partner or coworker.
That could be Doku or me.
All right. Second one is
Also a 10.
It's Doku. It's me.
third one is
2.
an old school pal.
One could be Cure.
And the last one is
5.
a teacher.
Our only female friend is a teacher. Man, you got a thing for older women.
Hey, we've all seen that anime.
All right. Now for enemies.
That will be 1d10, and let's see if you have an enemy. Oh, close but not quite. You had a 9.
No enemy. All right, now for romantic life.
That will be... Oh, son of a bitch. Come on, roll. That's a 10.
You are recovering from a tragedy in your romantic past. Alright, so
Is that tragedy that they caught you in bed with your sister?
fuck off.
Oh. Maybe that's why half the brothers and sisters hate him and the other half love him and worship him as a hero.
The other 2 sisters hate him because he didn't do them first.
Oh, it makes sense now.
Oh god, my siblings are yanderes.
But they won't kill each other because family is important.
Anyway, roll.
All right. This will be a 2.
2.
Yep.
Killed in an accident.
Or was
Oh.
it? If your siblings really are yanderes, was it an accident?
Actually, you know what? That seems a little too convenient. Mulligan.
All right. Mulligan. Oh, 1.
Killed in action.
There you go.
And the one piloting the other mech was one of your siblings in disguise!
Fuck you.
It was all a plot by the fake Zadari CEO.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who took my shit. I'll kill him.
Okay.
It would make sense in a narrative.
All right. Now for physical and personality traits. We'll start with hair color.
Your hair color will be also a 1.
Mulligan.
Yep. We already.
Yep.
I don't think we need another ginger.
8.
8. Purple
Yep.
hair.
Wow,
Perfect.
now we've got the anime hair going.
All right. I have purple hair.
Also an 8 on the next one.
Purple hair that is long with bangs.
Wait a minute, your writer? Medusa, is that you?
Well, let's find out, because the next will be a 4.
Eye color is a 4. That is ruby.
Medusa, is that you?
Let's keep going, because the next is a 7.
Okay. 7. Personality traits. Stable and serious.
One of us has to be.
Oh, God. All right, stable and serious.
Given the insanity with the family, I suppose somebody has to be the rock in it.
You're also
Well-
the rock in our mech team. You got to deal with the crazy guy who's trying to get what's his back by killing everybody who took it, and the sad boy.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out, because the next one on your list, Mildred, will be a 1.
I value money. I am mulliganing that shit right now.
All right, Mulligan. That will be a 9.
Having a good time. That I'm perfectly fine with.
There you go.
I mean, that's already your ethos and pathos. So I mean, like, it fits.
What do you got next for us, Mildred?
Most valued possession.
That's a 2.
A tool.
What sort of tool?
Let's find out. A 5.
I am guessing, and because of the fact that I had marathoned Brotherhood last month, I'm gonna go with it is the most accurate wrench of all time.
Damn.
just something so that whenever one of the siblings gets a little bit too close, something to keep distance, and if one of them says something snarky off in the distance, they go, "What's that whooshing sound? And why is it getting closer?" Bang.
It's your comedy weapon.
Yes. And much like La Chancellor, it never misses. All right. And last is person I value most in the world.
And that will be whatever when this dice roller decides. That'll also be a 1.
A parent.
Well then.
Odd given the situation. Mulligan.
Mulligan? Alright. That'll be a 9.
A personal hero. I can go with that.
So who's your personal hero?
I'd probably go with whoever the commander of this little operation is, as in the person giving all the orders.
You don't want to go with me then. I'm the vice president. I just basically point and we go that way.
You probably wouldn't want to go with me either.
Anyway, time for mech creation.
Oh God. So D100s now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So let's see how ridiculous this can get.
I hope it gets worse than mine. That is the curse I am laying upon you.
The first will be a 52.
52. A main battle type. So standard fare, which means I also get a extra main mount. And next is size.
That will be a 99.
So he's as Xbox huge as I am.
It is a fuck off huge mech.
Yes, it is.
Let's see, so so that means we have 2 more main mounts, 2 secondary mounts, an additional supplemental defense, three production extras, 2 crew extras, and 2 traits. Okay.
You know what would have been funnier, though?
What?
If you'd gotten an exoskeleton.
I was actually kind of hoping to get an exoskeleton, but no, we're going big or we're going home.
Quite literally.
Yep. Locomotion. Roll for locomotion.
That will be a 92.
An octopedal.
God.
So it's another
This is-
8-legged freak.
This is gonna get absurd.
Okay. Now for engine.
Let's find out. Oh, you got 100.
It's a hybrid.
All right, let's find out what number 1 is. Okay, 100.
You just mulligan. That's hybrid again. So
Mhm.
Yep. So 44.
Turbocharged diesel or gasoline turbine. I'm going with the latter.
And the second will be a 79.
Cold fusion.
What the? Okay. I don't know how that works, but
it's
okay.
a derivative. It's a derivative of my prototype. You give me back my intellectual property.
Okay. Posture.
Your posture is going to be 83.
Pillar erect.
Okay, I don't know exactly what that means, but it's at least not as absurd as mine, I guess.
Okay. Feet type.
That will be a 19.
Digitigrade.
All right. For an octoped, that actually works.
And now for the mount locations. And we've got to do this 7 times.
All right, so number 1 is a 66.
Okay, so that is torso.
Number 2 is going to be 35.
Shoulder.
Number 3 is going to be 41.
Also shoulder.
4 is 37.
Also shoulder. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mulligan that because I don't like the idea of using three shoulder-mounted weapons.
All right, so the mulligan on that is going to be 62.
Okay, that's torso. Now
Next will be 49. Let me know if you want a mulligan.
I think I will mulligan.
All right, so I'm going to throw those again. You're going to want me to mulligan it, so I'm just going to do that anyways. 60.
That's torso.
The next one was going to be shoulder again. So,
All right.
Following that is 31. Would you like to mulligan?
I'm going to make a executive decision that that's arm.
Let's find out. 19 would be the next.
And that is also arm.
All right, there you go.
In hindsight, I think the first secondary mount I'm going to executive decision that one to be a head. You know, just to cover all the bases.
You might as well. It'd be weird if you had 5 shoulder mounts.
Now for armor type.
Let's find out. Come on, dice roller, do your thing.
Oh, okay. So I determined what the postures mean. It has to do with how the hips and the pelvis face in reptiles mostly. For example, sprawling posture would be like crocs and alligators. But pillar erect posture is the hip socket faces downward along the actual pelvis, and so the femur connects into that downward facing hip socket, whereas for regular erect, the hip sockets are facing outward rather than downward, and so the femur joints connect in there. So for erect posture, it means that all of your 8 legs, Doku, connect in to side-facing cavities, whereas all of your 8 legs, Mildra, connect into bottom-facing hip cavities.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know. So next we have armor type.
So your armor type is going to be 63.
63. So that is MEXAS composite.
Modular expandable armor system created by a German company in 1994. Successor to Mexis was AMAP, the Advanced Modular Armor Protection. It's essentially where they mount ceramic armor tiles where they need to be on a weapons platform.
All right. So next is armor trait.
Your trait is going to be 72.
Small joint guards.
For that armor type, that actually works really well.
All right, now for the first of 2 supplemental defenses.
Number 1 will be 13.
Light explosive reactive armor. So, in other words, I can say I'm fucking invincible.
I mean, it just means that when something hits your armor, you explode. The piece of armor explodes to jettison it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a form of ablative armor.
Yep. So, what's the second supplemental defense?
The second would be 92.
Nanoswarm hive shield.
Nothing's ever going to get close enough to you to fucking hit the fucking light explosive armor.
And if it does, it isn't gonna fucking matter.
Okay. Optics.
Your optics are going to be... Why are these things rolling around? Stop. Okay. 94.
94. Satellite uplink imaging.
Roll again for imaging type.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 93.
Again.
That will be... Are you fucking kidding me? Not a 94 again. Rolling again. That'll be 62.
Computer assisted digital. Oh, makes sense. Okay, now for the weapons.
Alright.
So first, let's see what's
another
on the torso.
62.
62. Superposed load gun.
Hold on. What is a superposed load gun?
I don't know either. I'm rather curious. It definitely sounds like a heavy kinetic weapon, but I just don't know.
Stacked charge or superimposed load is a method used by various muzzle-loading firearms to fire multiple shots from a single barrel without reloading.
So he has a great gun.
No. So, superloaded guns had multiple different chamber caps. The locks changed. They changed position to ignite each fuse in sequence.
Oh, so he has a clockwork gun without the clockwork.
Well, I mean, then he has to reload it like a muzzle.
Yeah, but I know the type of weapon they're talking about. It's not a grape shot weapon.
It shoots 4 ball ammo in sequence when you pull the trigger. It goes cap, 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 or at least the one that I'm looking at as a
Yeah, it's a staggered loading system. I know exactly what you're describing.
Yep. Superposed loads are loads that are placed in the barrel one on top of another, so there's an alternating sequence of powder ball, etc., etc., etc.
On a giant mech.
Yes.
On your torso.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of being instead of being multiple barrels, it's multiple loads in a single barrel. So you click the flint and it goes bang, 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 bang.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Which means you could turn around and, just spread your chest like Godzilla and everything in front of you dies.
All right. So we have an automatic and a rifle trait and a rifle ammo trait.
So the first is going to be an 83.
83. So hydro pneumatic recoil system.
That
So it's
works.
It's both hydraulics and pneumatics, water and air for recoil.
That's what it says.
Okay. That could technically make it a recoilless rifle for you.
And considering the amount of recoil that you're going to get from a weapon like that on the size of the mech we're talking about, that's actually rather effective.
All right.
It works.
Rifle ammo.
Your ammunition is going to be a 44.
44. Armor piercing tracer.
Good lord. Okay, then.
I just have this image of the mech going, outstretching his arm, saying, "Give me a hug," and then firing all the barrels.
Well, it's not going to be all the barrels. It's just one. It's just constant ammunition coming out until it's done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just
main mount shoulder.
Your main mount shoulder is going to be a 61.
61. So that mulligan, because that's the superposed load gun again.
All right. 48.
48. Light howitzer.
On the shoulder. That makes sense.
All right, and let's see. C, B, and A. So we have a cannon trait, a standard ammo, and bombardment ammo. So we'll start with the cannon trait.
Your cannon trait is going to be 96.
So field improved.
Which means 2 traits.
All right. So the first of those traits is going to be a 57.
Cassette autoloader.
And the next one is going to be an 86.
Enlarged ammo storage.
Well, more ammo for your howitzer. That's nice.
Lots of pew.
I'm guessing the chest cannon is a cannon of last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it.
And now we have to figure out what kind of ammo.
That would be a 95.
Guided AP.
Guided armor piercing ammo is your normal ammo?
From a howitzer with extended... Okay. The mech is big enough that I'm not going to question it.
Okay, let's see what's on the other shoulder.
That's going to be a 19.
19, so that is a heavy smoothbore cannon.
Nothing but cannons.
Lots of pew.
He's all kinetic weaponry.
Mulligan. I don't like the idea of being too kinetic based.
You don't like being heavy arms?
Heavy arms
I'm going to
has some
mulligan.
explosive ammo.
Okay. You have a point. Who knows? Maybe that cannon had explosive rounds.
Well, I went ahead and mulliganed for you. That's going to be a 43.
43. A recoilless rifle.
There you go. It's a bazooka.
Okay. First off, cannon trait.
That is going to end up being a 90.
Enlarged ammo storage.
Good lord.
Go with
On
lots of ammo is always a good thing.
on a big ass recoilless rifle. All right, and let's see the other. And now we have to determine what sort of ammo I'm firing with this recoilless rifle.
That'll be a 58.
Biological.
Oh God,
No.
I have chemical, you have biological.
Okay, let's roll for what kind of biological.
Let's find out. Whatever 100 is.
Chimera virus.
A virus.
So we have to roll twice.
All right, I'll make the first roll. Whatever 15 is.
Cholera.
And whatever 53 is.
Yellow fever.
People are
Good
dead.
lord. Then why don't you just kill them in one go? Cholera and yellow fever coming out of a recoilless rifle. Why?
I know why. You can't. Never mind. That was a joke that doesn't work.
I mean, it's bad, but I guess you can always make it worse.
Okay.
Well, if he had kept his most important thing, his money, I was going to say you can't make money off of dead people, and you can't make money selling them the cure if they're dead.
Fair point.
All right. Main mount torso.
Your main mount torso is going to... that doesn't work because 2 10s don't work. 94.
Wait, did you say two? You say 2 10s?
Yeah, because I'm double rolling the 10s.
In
What's
that
100?
case, that'd be 100. So this is a quad on my torso.
Oh, well, there you go. Quad. 100.
Roll again.
All right. That's gonna be an 85.
85. Quad heavy Gauss gun.
So you have a quad heavy Gauss gun on your torso. I have a quad heavy Gauss gun on my arm.
Let's mulligan.
All right. That will be a 66.
Mulligan again. That's a superposed load mortar.
How about a 29?
That's a light. That's a light mortar. Mulligan one more time. Let's see if we can get something crazy.
All right. One more mulligan.
This party is getting crazy.
19.
I think I am going to take. I think I am going to do an executive decision and go and treat it as a 57 for an MLRS.
Actually, because you're going back and forth,
Yep.
I just mulliganed for you and I rolled a 31. How do you feel about that?
31. That's a light mortar.
So we'll keep the quad multi-lock rocket system.
Yeah.
77.
Okay. 70. Hang on, because I need to. The 70. I need to roll to see how many rocket tubes I have in this quad system. So, roll again.
I literally just rolled a 77 for you.
All right.
So is that what we're going with?
77 divided by 4. So that is 77 divided by 4. That is 19.25. So 19 tubes each or total?
19 tubes each, I would imagine.
That means I'm firing off
76
almost
rockets.
yeah, 76 rockets.
Okay. Are Are we gonna say each quad has the same ammunition?
Yes. So
All right, so
first we have
quad
rocket
one.
trait.
Rocket trait is going to be 94 on quad 1.
No, we're not. We're not doing the traits individually. It's all the same setup for the traits.
Oh, okay. In that case, 94.
Automatic target recognition unit.
Go.
Ooh.
Ouch.
And this is a quad multi-lock rocket system on your chest.
Fuck! I really am heavy arms.
I told you! You should have just kept what you had on your other shoulder, but no, you had to go with the recoilless rifle instead of cannon. It's
At this point in time, Mildred's fucking mech is making heavy object look like fucking child's play. Let's kick that shit down the frickin'... Like, nah, get out of here. Back in the street with you, ball.
Jeez, ball. That's one. Jeez, that's a worse put down than I can come up with. Okay, bombardment ammo. What do I have for that?
That is gonna be a 95.
Continuous rod.
With rockets?
But that doesn't. Oh, that doesn't. Hold on.
Is that a mulligan? Because I don't know if that makes sense. I guess depending on what type of rocket ammunition you're looking at.
Yeah, let's roll standard ammo and then let's see what we get.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and re-roll that one. 88.
Chaff rockets?
That makes absolute... That's a fucking mulligan.
Yeah.
31.
APCR.
Really?
Ow.
Which, trying to remember what APCR stands for.
Armor. It's armor piercing, and I forget what the CR is.
Just because I don't want to be incorrect.
Armor piercing composite rigid ammo.
Yeah, it's armor piercing and also fragmentation chaff. In other words, it kills shit.
Kills shit dead.
Yep. All right, now for the secondary mount on the head.
Wait, was that all of your quad launchers?
Yes.
Oh, good lord. All right. The next is going to be an 83.
83, so that is a head-mounted light railgun.
Of course. Do we need to mulligan this, or are you gonna keep it?
I'm keeping it.
I don't blame you.
All right, now for the cannon trait.
That cannon trait is going to be an 87.
Enlarged ammo storage.
That's a lot
You
of
have
ammo.
a
You're definitely heavy arms now.
shit ton of ammo.
I feel like this particular mech is solely designed for alpha strikes.
Well, if the first one was made for scouting, we know why. Because this one was made for killing.
Yes.
I don't know. I think we're both pretty effective at that.
Mm-hmm.
You both have Goliath-sized armaments and size. It's just this one has more ammo.
Yeah.
Is there any base though? I don't need ammo where I'm going.
Now let's see what okay, I already took care of that. May as well figure out what sort of ammo is on this railgun.
Whatever a 99 is.
Guided high explosive.
Very nice.
From...
Yes.
Alright.
So it's a railgun that doesn't miss. And makes things go boom.
Okay.
This just reminds me of of water go down the hole, except with, a railgun instead.
Yeah, I'm sending high explosives at speeds that break the sound barrier.
As if the virus bombs, or no, sorry, in this point it would be the cholera yellow fever Gauss cannons.
That's still virus bombs.
Technically. And then we have the rockets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, he's on 8 legs instead of 3.
Yep. So let's do the. So we'll start with the first arm-mounted weaponry.
That's going to be a 55.
55. A automatic grenade launcher.
Of course.
All right. As if there wasn't enough boom.
So first we have to figure out the mortar trait.
And that's going to be a 95.
So we're dealing with experimental ammo, so re-roll twice.
All right. Well, that first roll is going to be a 100.
Reroll.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That second roll is going to be a 77.
MRSI capable.
I can only see this going in wonderful directions.
Remind me what MSRI would be?
MRSI?
MRSI.
If I remember correctly.
Multiple round simultaneous impact.
Yeah, that's you remember seeing something explode and a bunch of tiny munitions come out and they just explode over the target?
No, that's a MERV. That right there is a multiple warhead. It's a multiple reentry vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
MRSI, the way MRSI works is that you fire at 3 different trajectories or at multiple different trajectories so that all warheads arrive at the target at the same time.
Oh.
So that's why it said MRSI capable.
Oh, so that doesn't even necessarily mean you just use it.
It means that I can use it.
Yes.
So what's the other half?
The other half is going to be when the dice roller decides to work. A 58.
Computer controlled.
Which you would need for your MRSI anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yes, so that makes it very, very capable.
An example, by the way, guys, of an example of a MRSI platform in modern day is the 155 millimeter howitzer, the K9 Thunder, for the South Korean self-defense force.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You fire one round at a certain parabola.
Yeah,
and then the next one, they all impact the target at the same time.
Yeah, the way the MRSI works for the K9 is it fires one shell every 5 seconds in 3 different trajectories, so they all arrive at the same time.
Yep. So you do high target, slightly more shallow, and because of the trajectory of the shell,
Mm-hmm.
they all impact. So nope. But how does that work with that type of weapon?
With a railgun?
Yeah. Specifically a head-mounted railgun.
Because you're shooting over the horizon. You have to follow the curvature of Earth.
Well, considering the size of the mech, I could see how it would work. If it was a smaller mech, I would actually say that's a mulligan. But on a mech this size, no. I could see it working. Especially if it's computer assisted.
All right. And then let's see. So that was the That was the mortar trait. So let me. Okay, and then we have to determine a bombardment ammo. So what? So what have you got? What have you got for me on that?
That one's gonna be an 80.
EPF cluster.
What?
That's what it says.
PF cluster ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Explosively formed penetrator. A projectile formed by explosion.
Great. So he has complicated shape charge. All right.
On my arm. Okay, let's see the last arm mount.
That's going to be 15.
15. A light machine gun.
Hello, heavy arms.
Well then.
Mulligan.
Really don't want to be Troa.
38.
Medium autocannon. Okay, that one I can go.
That
one I
fits.
can go with. All right.
Considering the size of your mech, there's no such thing as a light machine gun.
Yeah.
Now, autocannon, that works.
Yeah. Now, for the automatic trait.
That is going to be a 32.
32. Muzzle brake.
Mulligan.
And
I don't think a muzzle brake would be required on something your size.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree. 77.
AA capable.
Yeah.
Damn. It just fuck everything that gets close to me. Why not?
It's like, oh, you guys thought you were going to do a bombing run? Oh, not anymore.
Too bad for you.
Okay. Now for ammo.
As if you didn't have enough.
No such thing as too much DACA.
There's always... Apparently there's not always enough DACA. What's a 99 mean?
Guided high explosive. I feel like I feel like that should be re-rolled because we've gotten that a few too many times.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Guided HEs.
How about 35?
35. APC. No wait, not AP. Armor piercing depleted uranium.
Do it! Guys, that's depleted uranium core surrounded by tungsten, right? Do it!
Yeah, I'm keeping
depending on the ammunition, but usually yes.
Well, all armor-piercing rounds are usually tungsten. There's a tungsten jacket of some sort.
Mm-hmm. And tungsten is not something to fuck with.
Dude, I watched... Okay, so I'm not going to drop any names, but I watched a very famous Texan gun channel shoot a 40-pound tungsten block with a 50 BMG armor-piercing incendiary tracer, and all it managed to do was leave a small smattering of scarring and a large flare of soot.
I think I know exactly which tuber did it.
Yes, he's a very good veterinarian too. And then he switched to straight up AP rounds because the incendiary tracer makes the APIT round a little less solid. It fractures easily and fragments.
Mm-hmm.
But A normal AP round in 50 BMG is a tungsten core. So he shot tungsten with tungsten, essentially. And it just divoted the giant tungsten block like the tip of his pinky deep, and that's it.
Since I'm dealing with an
that's
autocannon, I'm wondering if the size of an autocannon bullet would be larger than a 50 BMG.
A lot larger.
Yeah, you're looking at a 30mm cannon at that point.
Yeah.
For that size of mech.
Um,
And also, when it comes to tungsten, that's because tungsten is, despite being very dense, it's also frangible. It's actually very brittle.
Mm-hmm.
although at the very least nobody did anything dumb enough like try and shoot a 50 BMG at a block of steel.
Which would have gone through the steel.
There was a particularly infamous botch where it didn't go through the steel. It bounced off and knocked the guy's headphones off.
Yeah, he when he was shooting at the tungsten block, he angled it so that if anything did ricochet, it wouldn't come back.
Yeah. So
that's the thing. Tungsten as a flat surface, very solid. But on a point, it's actually extremely brittle, which is why they were looking into it as munitions on an airplane for frangible ammunition. Because it would work, but you want to talk about heavy punch you in the gut. It's hard to beat depleted uranium.
So, with that said, next is production extras, and we have 4 to choose from.
Fun.
Well, your first is going to be a 13.
Let's see, 13. So, solar cells.
Yeah.
See, I told you it's a ripoff.
You rip off one person, it's plagiarism. You rip off a dozen people, it's research.
You know what? This is all my company, so it's all my research. Still only ripping off one guy.
I've seen this anime before. Is this the Venom model or the we were talking about a certain one coming from a submarine?
Anyway, next production extra.
Your next is going to be an 83.
83. Multi-hull grenade projectors. As if I didn't have enough fucking grenades.
As if you didn't rip me off enough. What type of grenades does he have? Roll for it.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's find that out.
63. 63.
Thermal barrack.
Oh.
Eric!
Now, hold up. You have thermal barrack grenades?
Apparently.
Barrack does.
I almost feel like this should be a mulligan because that is absurd.
No, I think it's just fine.
Do you know what thermal barrack... No.
Enlighten the audience.
A thermal barrack...
weapons are air burst weapons. They use atmospheric oxygen to produce a blast wave.
So you know what... everybody knows what the Moab is, right?
Mother of all bombs.
Yep.
The Moab is a massive ordnance airburst weapon, which means that it uses the atmosphere, specifically the oxygen within the atmosphere, to create a large explosion that doesn't require a primary charge other than igniting the atmosphere itself around it. In other words, it creates a gigantic fucking shockwave. The Moab is a thermal barrack weapon. The explosion is big boom, yes. The reason it's a big boom is because you're putting fuel. They call it a fuel air bomb. It spreads enough fuel around that you have something that can ignite that has the fuel, i.e. oxygen, in the atmosphere to ignite the fuel, and then a secondary charge goes, and then the whole thing blows up like a cloud of fucking fire. That's a thermal barrack weapon.
Yep. And it's because it consumes all of the nearby oxygen. It
Yes.
technically causes a vacuum before it causes the shockwave.
Yes, it does. And it does so on a very large scale. It
Go ahead. I have the high explosive anti-tank grenades. He can have the thermobaric grenades. We've got all avenues covered at that point.
You know what? It would make sense that it has 8 legs if he's tossing out thermal barrack grenades.
Oh, he's not even tossing them. They're just grenade projectors.
Mm-hmm.
Is roll. Here's a Moab. Have fun, children.
Here's now shoot Moabs. Goodbye.
I get the feeling that's what I would use on a bombing run. Just to
I get the feeling that's what you would use when you have an annoyance.
Oh, that's absurd.
Especially if these grenade projectors shoot up.
I imagine they shoot an arc. Most grenade projectors would be.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point in time, they just have to explode above your gigantic mech because the shockwave will kill everything else around you.
Yeah. Okay, production extra. Number 3.
That is going to be a 19.
19. Integrated tea kettle.
Integrated what?
Integrated tea kettle.
Well, Monk, you'll never be out of tea.
Oh, God.
It's so fitting. Oh. Alright.
Trilla.
Yeah, just calmly sipping tea as I'm raining down fiery death on an entire combat zone.
Now we just have to get you a half clown mask and you're all good.
I hate you. Okay.
Your last one's a 56. I don't know if that's a good sigh or a bad sigh.
AR headset system.
Augmented reality headset. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little addition to control.
So, now for crew extras.
The first is going to be a 63.
Imposing paint job.
Well, instead of going with the stealthy approach, hey, look at me. Moab, bitch.
Let's say that we painted on half a clown mask onto the head.
He said it, not me.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Your second one is going to be a 27.
I am mulliganing that to customized sound system.
You got a tea kettle and a sound system and a customized paint job?
If you're wondering if I'm using this solely so that when I'm about to bomb an area that I play Rite of the Valkyries, you're correct. Also,
I knew I heard Wagner in there.
Also, firing cannons to the tune of 1812.
Boom!
Because you cannot have the overture of 1812 without cannons.
It's written into the actual sheet music. Look it up.
He's not wrong.
Yep. So, now for traits.
Your trait is... I'm re-rolling that because it was another 27. 17.
17. High profile.
Makes sense. Considering you have a
got the
Moab...
paint job and the fucking sound system. You make Moab explosions and you're nothing but DACA. Yeah, high profile works.
He has Gauss cannons that shoot biologic... Who has a biological weapon field Gauss cannon?
Well, I have a
It's-
chemical weapon Gauss cannon, so I mean...
It's just supposed to be a hunk of metal that you throw at something you want dead.
Yes, but now he's got a hunk of metal that he throws at something that he wants to die in a long, torturous, painful way. And I've got a hunk of metal that I throw at things that I want to die in a way that they didn't even know they were dead yet.
But that's what the grenade projectors are supposed to be for, not the damn Gauss cannons.
The grenade projectors are to make everybody know we're there. Mine are high explosive anti-tanks. His are thermobaric.
God, it's seriously like a fucking anime with the freaking twin brothers like, no, I'm the better fucking kill. No, I'm the better fucking kill. No, you're both idiots. You're not doing it right.
Ladies, you're both ugly. Okay.
What's the second trait?
Let's find out. That second trait of yours will be a 72.
72 is infamous.
I think
It's too damn perfect.
No fucking shit.
It's too damn
I think
perfect.
that's a reroll.
Are we gonna mulligan this one? Mildred, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this needs to be mulligan. This is way too fucking obvious.
Yeah, your reroll, your mulligan is gonna be a 48.
48.
Facepalm, I heard.
Quiet.
I knew I heard the facepalm!
What is it?
It's quiet.
How? I'm gonna just drop a few Moabs over here, but by the way, I'm gonna quietly drop a few Moabs.
Quietly play the entire overture of 1812 while killing everyone!
That's a mulligan. That doesn't make
makes-
sense.
That makes 0 sense.
I'm re-rolling that. That's a fucking mulligan. 40. What is that?
Low manufacturing quality.
No, this is Zadari Enterprises. That's unacceptable. Go.
Mulligan. 10.
Given the biological ammo, I already have this trait. It's NBC sealed.
Son of a...
Automatically
All right.
get the NBC sealed trait because of any sort of weaponry that fits under those seals.
That's an understandable mulligan. So, how about a 24?
Improvised design.
That makes sense.
Now, as far as a name, I'm going to be using one of my old names and call him Amaral.
Okay.
Now, as far as a name of the mech, I feel there are. The name that I am considering going with, and this may be a little bit too obvious, is Hino Kagusuchi. I was going to go with either that or Muspelheim.
I think Hino Kagutsuchi probably works better.
If I had to pick between the two, I'm picking the former, not the latter.
No, I like I was saying, I think it probably works better, but because of who you are, Monk, I'm going to executive decision here and just say go with Muspelheim.
Yeah.
I mean, you poop Moabs.
Yeah, but the Hino Kagutsuchi works really well because of the whole creates weapons from nothing aspect of it from Darwin's game.
And no, I get where you guys are coming from in that perspective, but it doesn't.
The reason I went with Muspelheim is because it's Mildra, and also because this thing does nothing but rain fire on everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, from that perspective, I agree. Again, it shits Moabs and shoots biological Gauss shells at people.
Not only does it shoot biological Gauss shells, it's yellow fever and fucking cholera.
And like, who the heck? Well, we know who put this thing together. It was Zedari Enterprises. We thought the first gigantic mech was bad, and then this thing came along.
I can safely say that I would not stat any of these mechs in Mekton Zeta.
You couldn't.
Yeah, they're
Not without too much book hopping.
Now, would I stat them in say Warhammer 40K?
Maybe.
No, you couldn't even put these things in Warhammer 40k. You'd have to put something like this in Epic 40,000. That's the only way these types of machines would make sense.
Well, there's Apocalypse rules.
Fair, but that's why I say Epic 40k would work. But Warhammer 40k, you can't field an Emperor Titan, and these things are making Emperor Titans look like Little Brother.
Well, I don't think we're as big as an Imperator Titan. Not yet.
And considering the weapons you're fielding, I would disagree.
I mean, if the weapons we're fielding were more powerful than Imperator Titan, sure.
Although I do have to ask one question.
Was it?
What sort of when it came to the last two mechs, what sort of enemies of the Imperium would you unleash this kind of thing in? Where the ad mechs say, we're not going to send a full Titan Legion, we're just sending this one. That's all you need.
For you, it's pretty simple kinetic weapons and explosives for the most part. So it'd probably just be against Chaos. They're pretty easily torn apart by bolters already, so you've got more than enough DACA.
So
Actually, no, I disagree. I wouldn't send them against Chaos. Chaos has shown itself to be able to corrupt shit. Orcs, on the other hand.
No, orcs. He doesn't have the flame weaponry for orcs.
Oh no, that's where the Moab grenade projectors come in. Just blow shit up.
Well, remember that thermobaric doesn't create excessive heat; it creates excessive pressure.
And again, all we need is, as long as you can take out the Gargons and everything else, all you need is that shockwave. Just level the grunts. That's all you need.
No, you need to get rid of the spores as well, because they're mushrooms.
Yeah.
Orcs are mushroom people. It'd be far more understandable to send my Titan after the orcs because of the heavy flamer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, both of you could fix that problem just because you have virus weaponry on board.
The only thing I wouldn't say.
Are we talking about an orc invasion that is already manifested, or one that is just beginning?
Well, it doesn't matter. They're releasing spores literally all of their life,
mm-hmm.
And they release a bunch on death. But my virus actually would not. My chemical weapon would not work on orcs. They are not mammalian. The Taboon chemical weapon only works on mammalian nervous systems.
But Mildred's might.
Oh, Mildred's definitely probably would give them yellow fever and cholera, which they'd probably evolve past in like 2 generations.
Which is why you gotta kill him.
Like I said, he'd be best against chaos planets because of all of the fun weapons he has and the yellow fever and cholera. I would be best against any other mammalian or semi-mammalian species that we would have to fight, such as Eldar.
Although
I was just about to say,
I just had a really terrible
Eldar.
idea.
What's that?
Let's say the Tau decide to get a little too greedy when it comes to annexing a planet into their empire, and then all of a sudden you have my Titan showing up.
Oh, your Titan would fuck the Tau up because Yay, fancy technology. We're familiar with that. Yeah, but ours also incorporates biological warfare. Bye.
Either of us could take out the Tau. That'd be easy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in this case, the mechs are very much, one is suited for the enemies of man that come from man, and the other is suited from the enemies of man outside of man.
Yeah.
And so, Mildred would be anti-chaos, and I'd be anti-Xenos.
But I do think that these would be things that would be employed for close to exterminatus situations, but not full exterminatus situations.
Well, then you'd be working with a very, very lenient Inquisitor at that point, because to them, exterminatus situations are, there's a cultist on the planet, exterminatus. Half the time when it comes to Puritan Inquisitors, that's usually it. There's a single cultist on that planet, it's lost, exterminatus.
Well, I would make the argument neither of you would fight chaos just because at that point in time, no, we're not going down on the planet. It's lost. Virus bomb it, nuke it, bomb, guy. Bye. See ya.
Yeah. But that is going to do it for this particular episode, and now I do have a few interviews that I've got lined up. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be talking with the Midwinter Mages, the developers of Paragon. No, not the failed MOBA. Tuesday, I should be talking with Deep Dungeon Games. Wednesday, although this is tentative, I may be talking with the developers of Rune and Steel. Thursday, talking with the Absolute Tabletop guys on the expansion of the Mecha Hack. Friday, I'll be talking with James E. Jackson on his Start Playing Games thing. And Sunday, I'll be talking with Digital Mind. And of course, next Sunday, you know how we said for weeks, we're putting anything we have to say about Jesus Kun to the side, and his time will come. It's coming. Next week, we get to rip into SAO to our heart's content.
Oh, Jesus. Time to give Reki Kawahara his reckoning.
That is what we do. We gave SAO a stay of execution last month, but that was always borrowed time. But of course, there's all that and more. And if any of you have the time, I do highly recommend looking at the interview I did recently with Spike Spencer. I think it's one of my best. But until then, on behalf of the good brothers present and not present, my name is Mildra, I am your gaming monk, and join the watch.